Welcome to this video where we are going to see how we can use Qlik Application Automation to redistribute an updated template app to the end customer tenant in a multi-tenant environment in Qlik Cloud. The demo example architecture we prepare consists in a source tenant with a share space where developer make modification to the template app. After that, the template app needs to be redistributed to the end customer tenant by performing the operation that make it ready for customer consumptions that are replacing the load script in order to load only data related to that particular end customer, and then reload the app and override the published app in the managed space. But let's see it in the demo. Okay, so now we are back again to our source tenant, and we are going to apply some changes to the template app in order to have a new release of the app itself that needs to be republished across our multi-tenant scenario. So here I'm going to, for example, create a new sheet, and in the new sheet I'm gonna drag and drop a bar chart, for example, by representing the total orders by category name, and I'm going to publish the sheet in order to have it within the public sheet. Then I'm going also to make a modification to one of the current sheet. Let me take the overview dashboard, and here, for example, I can change one of the existing bar chart in the layout container, and here I can rotate the bar chart in order to have a representation that is a vertical one. And I'm going, of course, to republish the sheet within the public sheet. So the app now has been modified, and we are ready to reprovision it to the end customer tenant. So let's go back to our source tenant, and let's now open the second automation. It is the app redistribution. That is the automation in order to orchestrate the re-provisioning of the app every time we have a new update and we want to release again the app on the target tenant. So this automation is an automation that, again, is listing the available app, is listing the tenant that I have in the glossary. So here I can see what are the current active customer that I provision. And then I have another input parameter where I can decide which is the template type I want to distribute, and also which are the tenants, so the active customer where I want to distribute the new release of the template app. So I can even, for example, make an automation that let me decide if to release the app for all the customer or just for a portion of them, because it might be that just for a portion of them I release the new version of my software that needs to come in conjunction with the new version also of the analytics. So here the mechanism is pretty much the same as the provisioning phase. So I'm exporting the app from the source tenant, and then I can re-import it on the end customer tenant by retrieving also the details of each single customer from the customer registry. So again, I can retrieve the where condition, and I can again apply the modification to the script in order to contain only the customer data. So after I finish to prepare the app for the end customer, I'm going to republish the app in the managed space in case it's already existing with the previous version, and then I'm launching the reload of the app. I'm gonna run the automation now, and I'm gonna select again my template app, and I want to distribute it to only 3 among the total 6 customer I deployed in order to simulate a scenario where I'm keeping a kind of different version of the app. I'm submitting my input parameter, and again, the automation will start to run. Let's see the result of the update. So now the automation is finished, and we can go to the customer tenant, and you can see now that for Greenway, the app was updated because now it contains also the modified bar chart, but also it contains as well the third sheet that was introduced in the new release. Same for the second customer, and also for the third. But if I look at the other three customer that where I didn't run the update, they still contain the previous version of the application. So I'm able to manage the different versioning in a dynamic way according also to the customer. If we look to the tenant itself and we go to the app, we can see that again, the app in the staging space was replaced with the new version and then it was published to the managed space. So this concludes the demo where I show you how from the source tenant managed by the OEM partner, we can orchestrate the update of the template app every time we are applying a modification to it. The last step of a multi-tenant environment is to deactivate the tenant in case it's needed. So I invite you to see the dedicated video in order to understand how to perform such an operation. Thanks for watching.